Hey everybody, welcome to G4G on YouTube. Today we're taking a look at the tester build, Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux-Alpha 5. So the community definitely apologizes for today. Goofy has run into some snags with Alpha 5, and basically what was going on with it is that character selection screens or your roster screen was getting duplicated. So it was like Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye. And when he was initially describing the issue, I had said to him, I was like, hey, but I was going to give him two pieces of advice. One, run a file compare, because he said the tester machine, it was working, but what would be the live machine, it wasn't. And I was like, run file compares using like Notepad Plus or something like that. It'll highlight the differences. But I didn't get to that piece of advice. One of the things I said to him, I was like, you said you're getting a null call. Why don't you make sure that in your non-working machine it isn't looking for something that is like an absolute path for a particular item in your database or your XMLs, that it is working on the tester machine. And that wasn't the fix, but Goofy admitted it got him thinking out of what would be standard coding issues, and he discovered the issue. An array was duplicated. So the reason why I had suggested that is on my secondary computer, which used to be the computer I produced all my Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux and regular Marvel Avengers Alliance videos on, I installed something called OpenHab, which automates your smart devices, and it can actually build you a website that runs as a service on the machine and acts like a server, and you can control your smart devices without having apps and everything. And I had a broken path statement in there when I first installed it, and the error that Goofy was saying he had made me wonder, like, I wonder if he is having some kind of a reference call issue. So today's background music is brought to you by Space Trip 2, Chillwave Synthwave, Retrowave Mix. And before we get deeper into the video, I'm going to tell you that this build that you are going to see me use over here is where... Okay, I want that to go away. I was making fun of Trump's Twitter, and okay, it's not canceling out properly. It's probably asking me to save it in the background over there, and that window is not in front, but okay. So this build that you're going to see me use, I'm going to tell you straight up, you cannot download. Do not ask me for a link to this particular build. You're not going to get it. It is a tester build. It is something that Goofy is putting out there so we can help him test, and it's also something that the community should know. He's working on it. As much as we've dealt with a lot of positivity today, we have dealt with a lot of ugliness in the community today. There's been people on my videos claiming that this is going to be fake. There's been people in the Facebook group that are telling us to let it go. We're never going to have Marvel Avengers Alliance back. As much as this should be, it's a sad day, because let's face it, the game died on this day 3 years ago, back in 2016. This was the last day that we could get to play the game. And here we are on the 3-year anniversary of it, ready to have what is perhaps the best build of the game ever. So it should have been a joyous day, but we had a lot of people just being really shitty, and fortunately the admins took care of it all. We banned all of the people who were acting up, all the impatient people who were literally just posting, I want now, give game, you gib. They're gone. So if you're going to come to this video and claim anything but happiness in this video, down in the comments, if you think this is fake, if you think this is bullshit, I'm going to tell you right now, fuck off. Literally go fuck yourselves and take yourselves outside and play in traffic, because Goofy has been pouring his blood, sweat, and tears into this, and to even give us this release so that we can show you guys the progress of Alpha 5 is something Goofy doesn't need to do. This is a labor of love for somebody who's not getting paid and is doing it of his free time. There's a huge community that is behind him doing art, doing sprites, doing animations, writing stories, spec ops, covert ops, new things called one-shots, reworking incursions to be better, redoing the PvP system so that we're going to be offline. You have literally dozens of people doing a tremendous amount of work, and if you're going to come here in the comments of this video and think it's fake, or we're fooling you, or we're trolling you for some particular purpose, just don't even bother commenting. Just go play in traffic, literally go play on a highway with 18-wheelers, because you deserve to fucking die. And that's how animated I am about this, because we've seen so much shit today. The admins are all at their breaking point, and if you come to the Facebook group and you say something that's like that, you're gonna get banned so fast, your head will spin. And the Discord admins will be right in line with it, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna be in line with it on my own videos. So, here is the tester build from Goofy that he gave us today. You can see it's 9:30. I got it at about 10 o'clock at night. I just extracted it, and as I always do in my videos, this is my first time going into it, so you guys get to do the experience with me. I believe Dio's going to be streaming it on his Facebook, and I will also be monitoring YouTube to make sure this footage doesn't get stolen and used on other people's channels, like what has happened with my video several times in the last 6 months or so. So don't do it. Don't lift my video. It's not going to be pretty. I have a very, very unique setup, and it's going to be very obvious. So, as you can see here, I can tell you right away, this is a brand new screen that we've never seen before in any of the alphas. Even the Alpha 5 that came out prior to June didn't have this. So this is like a classic PlayStation 1 game where you get to pick your memory slot on the card. So we're going to pick slot 1. We'll hit start. Alright, so here we are in the game. We have Agent Steve, and of course we have some of the friends that have been the ones that Goofy has been doing in previous builds. We have J. Jonah Jameson, Agatha Harkness, and of course Aunt May and Tony. So we're going to hit collect all, and as of right now, he's going to fix this, but collect all now just gives us X amount of resources, and it keeps doing it, but this will be limited properly when the game comes out. Taking a look at store, we can see the research pages are looking considerably better than they used to, although I will say the tabs here aren't clickable, and they actually give me a cursor. Ooh, I can type on that. Okay, so that's definitely a bug he wants to fix. I can actually delete resources and type hello. Okay, so that's definitely something it's going to look into, but as you can see, this is looking a lot better than it did. It's a little bit more than just placeholders like it used to be. PvP doesn't go anywhere, simulator doesn't go anywhere, team. So this is looking far better than it ever used to, and this is what was actually causing Goofy a lot of issues earlier in the day. It used to be like Black Widow, Black Cat. Well, it was in their order, so it was double Iron Mans, double Black Widows, double Hawkeyes, double Black Cats. So we're taking a look at the uniforms now, which are looking fairly well implemented. So I always call this one Fish Scale Captain America. There's World War I cap, World War II cap, excuse me. He disappeared. Oh, no Captain Steve Rogers. That was my favorite. Let's see. If I go to somebody else and come back. Nah, we've lost the sprite. Alright, let's relaunch it. So if you're running not on a Windows computer, you will be going into the Shockwave file to do this stuff. If you're on a Mac or Linux builds, like it has been confirmed to work on Ubuntu. And before you ask me, please God, if you comment one damn thing in the comment of this video is about the mobile versions, forget asking you to play in traffic. I will hop on a plane and I will trek through on foot wherever you live, and I will take you out of your house and drag you by your hair and fling you around wrestling style if you ask me about mobile versions of this game. I'm going to tell everybody once again, it cannot be on iOS, and it generally is not going to be on Android, but I'm going to give that a little bit of a caveat. More on that in a moment. iOS, the way the nature of this game is, this is a fan game. It could never appear on an official store. It will never be on Steam. It'll never be on a Windows store. It'll never be on the iOS store. It'll never be on the Android Google Play store. It is impossible for it to be there. This is a fan-made game. So push that out of your brain. In terms of iOS, you need a jailbroken device to sideload IPA files. If you're not jailbroken, we can't give you a file to load, so put it out of your head if you're an iOS person. If you're Android, you're in for a little bit of luck in that an APK can be sideloaded provided you turn on installation from outside sources. It's a risky setting, but turning on install from unknown sources would allow you to install an APK that we build. But you can see the problems that we are having with the Windows version. If you think for 1 second in your brain you gib Android version, you are a greedy, greedy piece of shit. And I don't want your comment down on my video any more than I want negative comments about the game down in the video. This is a lot of hard work, and we are focused on the Windows version because this is where predominantly people are going to play. If you don't have a computer, I'm sorry. That's life. Ohio, when I was growing up, had McPizzas at McDonald's. Not the McDonald's that I actually worked at in New York. Oh well, tough luck. I couldn't have a McPizza in New York if I wanted to. Them's the breaks. If you don't have a computer, sorry about that. You're going to have to suffer. It may sound mean. Hate to be a dick, I'm tired of the comments about a mobile version of it. Okay, let's go back to team. Captain America, 10 uniforms, we'll go back one. Alright, Age of Ultron, give me Captain Steve Rogers. Let me see my boy, there he is. Tactical Captain Steve Rogers, that was my dude. Loved Captain Steve Rogers, he was so good, and he was so underrated. People always thought Steve was supposed to be a tank, and then here comes CSR and everybody's like, I don't know how to use them. Alright, here's Cyclops, there's Phoenix 5. For all you Marvel Future Fight fans out there, you're probably quite familiar with this uniform right now. And he disappeared. Damn. Alright, well, let's enter a name. Ta-da! And it went away. Alright, oh, sorting maybe works? Abomination, Adam Warlock. Okay, so sorting works. Training, everybody needs to train, so, well, that's cool. That's a good thing. Going to the recruit tab works. Class buttons work. Okay, this is a huge amount of progress over here. Except we've lost the sprites. But that's good. Look, you click on Magneto, there is no option for other uniforms. So that's good. I wonder if we'll ever see a Marvel Knights Magneto that he was all white or whatever? Marvel Heroes had a ton of costumes. It is a shame that game died. There was a lot of good costumes there. Alright, so there's Emma. Alright, so some things aren't changing. We've lost the sprite and it still says him over there, but there's her abilities. So this is going to be a big test here. War Machine's abilities changed depending on what skin he was, so let's see what we get. Come on, change. Come on, Goofy. We got Faith. Ah, damn. Okay. So, we know when he goes into the Pepsi can uniform, a bunch of his ability names change, and of course the icons change. Same thing for Iron Man, but I don't know if you noticed this, just as I quit the game, there was progress saved in terms of my money. You'll see it here in a second. Look, so my money stayed from where I was clicking before. So let's go backwards. There's your boy, Adam Warlock, the symbol of the end of the game, and White Tiger, and Daredevill. These three, everybody was like, oh my god, they were so overpowered. Knight America. This guy was fantastic too. Faiza Hussein, everybody hated Faiza. I personally was not upset with the Faiza Cloak and Dagger meta. Cloak and Dagger meta. Wow, my New Yorker just came out really heavy on me there. They were beatable. It was tough. It was annoying, but they were beatable. There's Ronin. I wonder if we'll ever see a green classic Ronin. There's Nova Prime, and that's his bio. That's Dick Rider. And then we should have Kid Nova a few pages back. Ah, Cloak and Dagger. Oh, it's so good to see you again. So, if you haven't watched the Cloak and Dagger series on Freeform, I highly recommend it. Cammy, God, go to hell, Cammy. You were so awful. There's Elsa, rumored to be perhaps the Halloween character for Marvel Strike Force. There's my girl. There's Spitfire. She focuses heavily on a... well, not heavily, but she is factored in an SO that I've been writing on the side along with Union Jack. There's Amazing Spider-Girl. We talked about her today. Oh, look. Oh, hey. Look, a uniform change. She went from Spider-Woman to Spider-Girl. Awesome. Hyperion. Okay, cool. Nice. Got some changes going on over here. Spino, Spider-Man Noir. I did not have a good taste in my mouth from this Miles Morales. I disliked him so much because of this game for many, many years. I railed on him incessantly because he was so bad in this game. And then I watched Into the Spider-Verse, and I really had a deeper respect for him. And he is pretty good in Marvel Strike Force, so now I don't dislike Miles as much as I used to, but I thought Superior Spider-Man was, no offense, far superior to Miles. This is one of my girls here, Carolina. Had a lot of fun building teams around Carolina Deem. I think she was very, very underrated. And actually one of her partners in crime was Destroyer, right below her. There's a video up on YouTube of me doing Carolina Dean Destroyer as a team, and there's Baby Nova. Alright, let's look at what the mission screens look like. So, Season 1, Season 2, there's coming for Season 3, which is in the works. It is being written. Maybe it's all the way written. Maybe it still has more to write. I'm not going to tell you. That's going to be a surprise. The stars are pulsing, which is weird, but I kind of like it. The placement of this window is a little off. Yeah. I feel like this screen is just kind of free floating here. It doesn't look like it's anchored all the way. Season 2 chapters. That one actually almost lists like a little bit of progress with the heroic battle lit up, but the others grayed out. Interesting. So here's the big thing. When the Spec Ops come out, everything from 18 plus is going to be in the game and available. But 1 through 18, we have to come up with the XMLs for it. But let's scroll through over here. So the name isn't changing, but we can see the icons are. Kang. Kang was not good. Let's see if it back loops. Nope, doesn't back loop. Alright. Big brains, ain't broke. So let's see some of these modern ones. Oh, the Dark Avengers. This is where I started really... This is where I started really going hard on the game. And I was like, okay, I'm tired of being noob. It was right around the time Ares was coming out. Alright, got some Black Order. I remember this one. Yep, so this is where the Crooked Branch came from. I believe it's actually this mission right here because it was based on Loki. And this was the one that I think had the two different fist weapons. Like there was the Gamma one, there was the green one and the red one. Ooh, Apocalypse. Alright. So there's the death version of Iceman. Taskmaster, Winter Soldier. Oh, man. Symbiotes. I like that. Parasite City. Mr. Sinister, Sebastian Shaw. Black Order again. There's Ronin. I remember this one. Yep, that's High Evolutionary. Pain in the ass. The Dracula one. One of the first group bosses where the huge damage numbers on group bosses started showing up. So we're going to probably see Kingpin and Zax soon. That's weird. Maximus with Nebula and Ronin? Interesting. More Thor related ones. Flag Smasher. I think this the Kingpin one where Kingpin was the group boss? Because wasn't this the Runaways one? Little piece of trivia for me. I loved Flag Smasher as a kid. In my Marvel tabletop book that I had, I never played the Marvel tabletop game, but I had the character book for it. And I loved Flag Smasher's look because he looked like Space Ghost. And I was a kid and I thought Space Ghost was cool, so I thought Flag Smasher was cool. Okay, Baron Ultron. Looks like this is a Sinister Six related one. Alright. Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, Whiplash. Carnage, Green Goblin, Jack-O-Lantern. Oh, the Sorcerer, yeah, the lady one. The Lady Magic User one, I remember that. Yep. Beetle. Shocker. Boomerang. Abomination. I think that's Zax. I think this is the one where Zax was the group boss. There's Leader. Is it just me, or does Leader not look like... What's his nuts? The Green Lantern? That... Oh my god, why am I drawing a blank? I play it every day. Yeah, the Green Lantern who was the Yellow Lantern who went bad, and I'm blanking on the name right now. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Green Lantern does not fight him in the Green Lantern movie because he hadn't turned bad yet, but... Madame Mosque, Deathlocket, Zemo, well, not Zemo. Yeah. Baron. His sword was really good. Oh look, High Evolutionary again. Everybody's favorite. Kang, Ultron, Lady Thor. And then this is when it started getting to the end. There's Moondragon, Sebastian. That was Star-Lord's dad? Hey, oh, there's Adam Warlock. Yep, that was the last one. Right over there. So the Spec Ops, a lot of the files for the Spec Ops are in the game, and that is a huge amount of progress, and they're just going to be available full time, so you can go through them at your leisure. They're going to use different color ISOs, and coming is going to be Season 3, which is going to get taken... Oh, that actually says 1 of 7. Well, I don't think combat is quite working in this tester build, but let's see. I never picked Season 2. Oh, it's got that again. Yep. So that's kind of a bug that has existed in a lot of the previous versions where it jumps from the newer alpha agent where you get the money by clicking collect all to the old alpha agent that was maxed in everything. That still looks like it's a thing, unfortunately. Alright, let's reload. Let's reload and go back over to Season 1 instead. Alright, so let's go to mission. Alright, so we still have the selectors here. Ooh, actually... Oh, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. This is not what I want. I'm begging for help. Damn. Oh. Okay. That's new. Haven't seen that yet before. I haven't picked my agent gear yet. I gotta get back in there and set that up before. Hey, Union Jack. One of my favorite underrated characters. I made a lot of teams based around Union Jack because not many people did exactly what he did the way he did it. Alright, so... Ooh, the agent first. How do I get an escape? That's a little bit of an issue. I don't have a way of getting out. Well, I could sort... Okay, I sort of got out of it there. I can recruit a gun. Is that not a statement for America right now? Hey everybody, I can recruit a gun. Oh, the booster sledge. I remember the booster sledge. Hello gun, will you be my friend? This looks like the Deb, but I know it's not going to be the Deb. Yeah, it's the laser sword. Alright, doesn't wrap backwards. Oh, that can't be a goblin glider. Is that really a goblin glider? Is that the power of 4? No. That's holographic shields, isn't it? Yes. It's not the power of 4. Yep, that's holographic. Isn't it amazing that you can still remember what some of these things were called? That's the Tesseract device. Yup. Damn. That's just fun. Chronolifter? Ooh. God, that's fun. Oh, I know what this is. This is the momentum generator. That's the Juggernaut thing. Yeah, okay. I'm like quizzing my... There's the power of 4. That's the... This was originally how you got huge numbers on group bosses with the PKB method. Yup, the galvanic arm. You built up like charge and then you exploit it or something. This is the Dark Omen? Dark Sigil. Alright, I was close. That was a ring. One of these is Snicket and one of these is Cat's Claws. That's the Web Blaster? Yup, okay. That was the iOS tie-in, I believe. One of these is like Sabertooth Claws. What are you gonna be? I think you're... I'm gonna call you Sabertooth Claws. Yes! Okay, fun. That is an agent weapon. I don't think it's named after anybody. Nope, that was Snicket. I was right the first time. Should have trusted myself. Did I see a Goblin Glider back over here? Are you a Goblin Glider? No, you're the Gamma Booster. You might be the Goblin Glider. Nope, Gamma Gadget. Alright, failing that one, but I think it was a very, very similar look. One of these guns is probably the Captain America gun. That's Eagle Eye. Wow, that's like a laser thing. That's a Tyrant Blade? Yes. Nice. I'm doing pretty good. Are you... No, the Offensive Accelerator. Paladin Array? I bet you that's the Paladin Array. Construct Matrix. Damn. Fuck that one up. I know that one. This is some quantum capacitor, flux capacitor. Quantum, yep. Let's see. Batstone gun? Yup, that's the Punisher one. This is a shield thing, I believe. Yeah, the digital decoy. That's the heroic call? Yeah. Nice, okay. Now that I've sufficiently stroked my memory ego over here. Let's see how bad the overpower... Oh, I want to do Spitfire. Please, Daddy, I want to do Spitfire. I want it now. Oh, give me Spitfire. Give me Spitfire. Where are you? I miss Electro, too. I had a lot of fun teams with Electro. I miss Elsa. There she is. Oh. I think this is where Goofy said combat wasn't going to work, but I'm going to try it one more time, just to make me feel good. Wow, this is a cover of a song. I know what song this is, damn it. Oh, I'm gonna have to look. I know what this is. It's a cover. "32 minutes." So it's this. But this is a cover of something. '80s song. Female lead singer? Alright, let's go with Black Cat. We'll just go Team Black. Yeah, okay, so combat's crashing. And definitely unresponsive after that. Alright, let's go back in and take one more look and see if in Season 1 we still get Mega Agent. I don't want to... Alright, we'll test this. We'll test a new game. Oh, character selection. Cool. Custom. Let's play with the faces. Alright. So we got hair. Oh, there's every anime game emo hair right there. It's Reed Richards' hair. Okay, there's the Elvis hair. That looked like really hurt Doom Guy picture for a second there. Betty Davis Eyes. That's what song that was. That was a cover of Betty Davis Eyes. Alright, so let's go with this dude. No, I don't want to give him the going bald haircut. He's got Betty Davis. Yeah, let's give him blonde Reed Richards. Call him that. Okay, clean slate. Collect all, collect all, collect all, collect all, collect all. Collection doesn't go anywhere. Simulator doesn't go anywhere. Visiting agent, so we'll go to mission. We still have the blinkers. Let's see if we get Agent Johnny. Yep, there it is. So we still have Agent Johnny with max stuff, and combat will probably crash. So we'll just accept the defaults over here. Okay, so there you go, guys. That's what Alpha 5 is looking at right now. What to expect when you actually get a downloadable version of Alpha 5 is combat will work, progression will save, because let's go back and go back to the first save slot. Now you're wondering, okay, if I have multiple slaves, how portable is this game? The game is self-contained in its folders. If you took this folder and put it on a flash drive, you could bring it anywhere. Or if you had multiple computers in your house, if you put this on a shared drive, or did like Windows file sharing, and you put it on one computer, as long as you could get access to the file structure of that computer on a different one, you would be able to play this and keep your progression. But Extracted, as you can see here, it's only 892 megs. I mean, if you got a 16 gig flash drive, they're literally in your grocery store lately. And you put this on a 16 gig flash drive, you could play this wherever you want. You could bring this into work and play it off your flash drive if you wanted to. So that goes to show you the download will probably be 650 to 680 megabytes, and fully extracted, there you go, under 900. So it's under a gig, which is good. It'll eventually get bigger. But yeah, there's the progression that's saved, because there's the money that I got from hitting collect all. So again, let's take one last look at the teams. We did need to find some uniform bugs for this, so we're going to go to Mockingbird, we're going to hit recruit, which isn't working, but we know, there she is, there's Nurkod, the different versions of Nurkod. It's not showing your class, though. It should say, like, it should have the icon for what her class is. Let's look at Beast. Yeah, because she wasn't generalist, and oh, wait a minute, she was. Wasn't there, like, was she a straight-up class, or was there an effect? Okay, I've forgotten that one, but see, there's Beast as a generalist, Pesty, Infiltrator, Pesty Tactician. Here's Rogue. There's Horseman as a generalist. She was another one that had the different aspects, where it was like hers a scrapper, hers an infiltrator, I think it was. Generalist Rogue with modern, Punisher, Archangel, and there we go. So there's Scrapper, there's Blaster. So he's working the way that he should. Taskmaster. All of his different abilities, that's looking good. There's Moon Knight. I wonder if we'll see any other versions of Moon Knight, like the suit one. Destroyer, Spino, Silk, Colleen Wing, Red She-Hulk, Twig's favorite, Blue Marvel, Faiza, White Tiger, who will probably get a bit of a nerf to get in line. She was far too overpowered, and it was mostly her passive, that the Jade Amulet, I think it was. That's one of the things people are looking to fix. So there's Iron Fist, there's Hafe, there's Bruiser Hafe, that was definitely one of my dudes. Original Daredevil, sometimes called Mustard Devil. Here's Sweats Devil, and another Mustard. Oh, okay. Attack animation happening there. Alright, I don't know why Daredevil's flexing. Interesting. Mustard Devil's a little out of order there. Why is... That's kind of cool. I mean, I like that as a feature. Alright, that's weird. Is Hafe gonna do that? Let's see if I... No, if we go back to Daredevil, is he gonna go wild? Dude, what's with Daredevil flexing? He's so excited to be played. He's like, come on, get a working version. I want to get played. There's Captain Pilot, Luke Cage. Alright, it's only Daredevil. Hey, maybe that's why Goofy was having the issues. Maybe something is wrong in the Daredevil part of the code, and that's what's messing everything up. I'm going to relaunch it one more time, and then we'll end the video. Because that was weird. Baby's Daredevil. I'm gonna message him right after I finish wrapping up this video over here and let him know, because maybe that's what's holding everything up. Alright, so we don't want to look at Daredevil. Let's look at Colossus. So there's Classic, there's Modern, there's P5, which was used with P5 Emma for a while when the pre-firing Infiltrator ISO was really making Emma ridiculously overpowered. Let's jump to the newer guys and take a look at their costumes. Oh, I miss you, Cloak and Dagger. She's actually one of my favorite cards in Marvel Battle Lines. I'm just a huge fan of Cloak and Dagger wherever she gets played, and I wish she would be in more games. I really do. I miss her. Of course, we have Kraven in Marvel Future Fight, as we do Lizard. Electro's now in a bunch of games. Winter Soldier's definitely in a bunch. Nobody's ever touched Cammy again because she was awful. Black Cat's in our Patsy's in Marvel Future Fight. Hellcat. Nobody's ever brought Spitfire up, which is a shame, because I would love to play Spitfire in another game. Misty Knight is in Future Fight. We don't have Boomerang anywhere. We do have Howard in Contest of Champions. Colleen isn't anywhere, really. There's Hype. There's original Spider-Man 2099, who is in Marvel Future Fight. Blizzard. Kind of a nowhere character. Blizzard was not that good. Alright, let's find somebody who's got some uniforms. I hope we get some uniforms for Quake. I think we could probably get some. Alright. Okay, there we go. Hybrid. Let's look at Hybrid's uniforms. And we died. And the class things aren't changing. Damn. Okay, we tried. But I'll just go slowly back through the characters. So Cannonball, known piece of trivia. Cannonball was the last mutant, aside from Molly Hayes. But Cannonball was the last mutant Marvel Avengers Alliance ever worked with. That's where the mutants died, right there. They were mentioned in games, in chapters and Spec Ops and everything, but with the exception of Molly Hayes, oh, the list of team-ups is also missing. You also used to be able to see team-ups, I think, over here under the bio. But yeah, Cannonball was the last one, unfortunately. And with the Guardians, Kang, Medusa, Tampon Man, Drax, Movie Drax, and Classic Drax is up there. We've got some of the Warriors 3. We got Falcon, who was obnoxious in PvP. Sandman, who was better than I think people thought he was. Anti-Venom. Had a huge conversation about him over the weekend in the Discord channel. There's Doom. We all know what that was like, waiting for Doom. There's Iceman, of course. We know we have Death Iceman there. Warriors 3. Pendulum. Hogun. Hogun's one of my favorites. Nico. Agent Balls. Agent fucking Balls. He was just so not good. Spiral was very good for a long time, until D-Power got nerfed. Thane. Maybe we'll see a Phoenix 5 version of Thane. You never know. Maybe. Damon. And of course we know he's got a worthy one over there. Satana, Bishop, Ares, Elektra, Squirrel Girl. And we know we have other Squirrel Girl ones too. Black Bolt. Please, God, I hope we never see uniforms from that terrible show. Red Hulk, Union Jack, Rescue. I wonder if we'd ever dip into an Infinity War costume for her. Or an Endgame costume, really. Thundra. I hope Thunder gets some love. Again, when I say all this stuff, I'm deliberately being vague because I know some things, I don't know all things, so when I say things, don't take them as gospel. They might not be true. Maybe they are true. I'm being vague for a specific reason. Black Knight, of course, we all know. Grathos, Omega Sentinel, and Rescue. Famous end of the PvP season stall teams, X-23, Cable, there's Tigra, Punisher, Psylocke, which was one of my girls. She was one of my Ada teams, two very different periods of time in PvP. Her and Angel did one of the first, and then they came back, and they were doing it for me towards the end of the game. Havoc was one of my favorite characters. Magic was always one of my favorite characters. Deadpool, Quicksilver, and of course AOU Quicksilver and Bisquick Quicksilver. Herc, everybody loved. Calm Down, Scarlet Witch, Stripper Witch, Gypsy Witch. Storm had a couple costumes, Thing had a couple, Thor had plenty, Wolverine had plenty. Black Panther, it'd be nice to see if we could get him some stuff, but Maybe like a movie looking costume. Spider-Man, we all know he had a bunch. Jean Grey, maybe Red Room Jean Grey show up, like in Marvel Future Fight. Captain Marvel. Doc Strange, of course we've already seen Daredevil. So there you go, guys. That's what Alpha 5 is looking like right now. And hopefully Goofy continues to get the bugs worked out so we can get a working copy. And again, to wrap it up, you cannot have this version. This is a tester version. It's not available for download. Don't ask for it to be available. Don't ask for me to sneak it to you. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to be on mobile. And if you have any negative comments to say on Facebook, on Discord, or in the comments of this video, keep it to yourself. Otherwise, I encourage you to go play with uranium. Shove it in your eyeballs and just really swirl it around. I hear that's how you get mutant vision. Just take a stick of yellow cake uranium and just swish it around your eyeballs. Make sure it touches your brain. It gives you that good tingly feeling. So, anyway, guys, Alpha 5 tester build. We're working on it. But there you go. Peace out, everybody.